Alright. The reason why I just went live is because there's storms rolling for Chicago. Significant severe thunderstorms right now. Yeah, there's definitely really nasty wind going into Chicago right now. Also got a severe thunderstorm warning. We also got a warning down here. Oh, hold on. I just messed that up. Near Plainfield heading into Rockport for, again, possibly 70-mile-per-hour winds with this one, too. So you see right here, Rockport, Fairmont, Joliet. You get ready for some significant winds. That's likely with this one. And let me just show y'all the severe weather risk today, since I wanted to do that anyways. Um, there's a slight risk of severe weather today from Chicago. Not from Chicago, but there's a slight risk from Peoria, Illinois, all the way to near Lansing. So um, okay. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning in Michigan right now. Let's check that out real quick and see what we got going on there. We have an isolated cell in Michigan here that's producing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 1-inch hail. No rotation with that, though, that I'm seeing. So the main reason why I'm live right now is because of the severe weather in Chicago right now. That's rolling on through. See. Yeah, there's still a lot of straight line winds going on. Um, Plainfield, Texas. I mean, Plainfield, Illinois. Plainfield, Illinois, not Texas. Excuse me. Uh, yeah, that's a pretty strong storm there. Pretty significant there. See, this says at least 50 miles per hour. Let me see if SRB will change anything here. Not much. Okay, it says there's a little 80 mile per hour pixel there. Let me clear that out and really put that in. So there's a pixel of 80 mile per hour winds there. That's pretty serious business right there. 80 mile per hour wind gusts. I mean, 80 mile per hour winds possible with this even. But I don't know. It's just one small pixel anyway, so it's unclear whether that's gonna be. This is where it's going anyways. Uh, if you see any of these, if you live on any of these streets, get ready for some like some heavy winds here shortly. Because if you watch this loop, let me put up a loop here, if it'll work. Okay, it works, but it's loading for some frames right now. Uh, okay, it's struggling to put up a radar frames here. It ca either that or only goes back like a couple frames at least. Um, so Chicago, you just got hit by some pretty heavy wind, just recently, just now. Now we have another severe thunderstorm warning here. Um, Morris, Wisbon, and Minoga, yeah, that area. Basically that's the areas involved in this severe thunderstorm warning. Goes to 4 o'clock, so. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for Chicago. Good to know. Okay, they downgraded it to 60 mile per hour in their latest update. So 60 mile per hour winds and and dime sized hail. So it's good. The wind threat was bumped down, but still, there's probably going to be some strong winds with this one. And Shorewood, as far as that storm goes over here, though, lots of lightning, a lot of wind, a lot of rain. Okay. So here are the hazards. There's going to be a lot of lightning with these storms, which is what's going on right now. There's going to be maybe some small hail, like from penny to dime sized, maybe even a little larger. 60, 70, or maybe even 80 miles per hour winds. But there's been many reports of tree branches down, power poles snapped in Bolingbrook and Naperville areas. Estimated 65-mile-per-hour wind gusts reported in Woodbridge, DuPage County. Estimated 65-mile-per-hour wind gusts with numerous 3 to 6 inch diameter tree limbs down. That was a report that came in at 2:44 p.m. Central Daylight Time. It was around Naperville area too. We also have, but there's more reports that are showing up are not showing up yet on here yet. So definitely significant storms that just rolled through Bolingbrook and Romeoville, and a lot of the Chicago area is feeling the impacts of these storms today. As of today. Yeah. So yeah, Chicago. What you're receiving right now is heavy rainfall and a lot of wind. You're probably hearing a lot of thunder as well as a result of this. As far as okay, so if you live in Joliet, Crest Hill, Fairmont, Rockdale, Lockport. If you live in Plainfield, Shorewood, Newenox, Mokina. Again, if you live in Tenway Park, Harvey, Homewood. If you live in parts of Chicago from this, get ready for this one as well. That will hit soon. Matter of fact, let me see something real quick so I can say, okay. Alright. Let me let me get this set up. Let me do this. These are the time of arrivals for this storm that's moving east at 30. Okay? So, Joliet, 330, Tenway Park, 357, Oak Forest, 4 o'clock, Country Club, 403, Markham, 406. For Hazel Crest, it's going to be there 406. Madison at 406, Homewood 408, Harvey 410, and South Holland at 414. So any of these towns I just named on this track, get ready for a heavy thunderstorm to move in. I do notice a lot of lightning in Bolingbrook, so there's definitely still a lot of thunder going on too. Still going nonstop. So yeah, yeah, these are some really intense wind. This is some really intense winds going on in here. Let's query this and see what we got. Let's see. So we have a 68-mile-per-hour pixel, a 54, a 82, and there's a extremely unlikely pixel of 118. I don't think the winds are definitely not that strong. But definitely will be some pretty strong winds that roll on through there. In the next um 5 to 20 minutes from in so Minoka, Shorewood, Chinahan, Rockdale, Preston Heights, Ingalls Park, and New Knox will get hit by this line of storms here soon. As far as the storm that just hit Chicago just now, that's going into the waters now. There's some severe thunderstorm warnings also in Michigan. A couple of them really that are in place. One Bad Axe, Elkton, Pigeon, Owendale. I don't know how to spell that name right. Did I say that name right? Sieb Wang. I think that's what it is. Owendale, Ubui, Harbor Beach, and Port Austin. There's a pretty nasty storm complex that just went by your area there. 60-mile per hour winds and dime-sized hail. There's also this one. Akron, Fairgrove, Cairo, and Cass City and Gagetown, Unionville. 60-mile per hour winds and dime-sized hail with that one. Okay, we got more reports that just came across. I was just talking about within the Chicago area. Like this one right here. 2 miles east southeast Naperville. Uh, thunderstorm wind damage. DuPage County. Trees and wires down near Napier Boulevard and Collingwood Drive. That was a report that just came out. So, well, this report didn't show up on my WS Bridge until just now. So that's that. Uh, numerous wires down. That was reported in near Aurora, Illinois. So these were definitely some pretty intense thunderstorms. In fact, if I load up National Composite, you can see over the past hour what these have done. They have produced pretty nasty wind damage along its path, and which and now it moved through Chicago, and now it's going into the now it's going off land and going into the waters for the time being. So I'll probably end my stream here soon once I can, but right now there's still uh some pretty intense winds going on with these storms here, rolling through parts of Chicago at this current moment. So yeah, definitely some pretty serious stuff. Let's see, what is tomorrow's outlook? Let me let me check and see what we got for tomorrow. Um, a slight risk for New York City, Philadelphia, all the way up into Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts and and a silver of Rhode Island. So I'll watch that one. That looks like a little bit of that looks like a part of New England is under severe weather risk tomorrow. So we'll watch that closely. Let's see what day three is. I don't know if day three is anything worthy. A marginal risk in Chicago. We'll watch that. We'll watch trends, but I'll be watching model. I'll look at models on this day, but I don't think we'll see if that goes up to slight risk. I'll have to look at models and see what that says there as far as that goes. But for today, at least, we have a slight risk of severe weather in Chicago, which is well, and we just had some severe storms roll through there just now. So let me just say this: I don't see a watch for Chicago unless there is one, but I don't think there is right now. But yeah, Chicago just got pretty badly hit by some storms just now. Places like Naperville, Bolingbrook, Wheaton, Carroll Stream, York Center, and Elmhurst got really bad storms. Basically, the entire Chicago metro got some sort of storm today. There's over 2,000, a little over 2,000 strikes of lightning within this whole complex. So that's pretty serious. Uh, Yeah, these are some nasty little storms going on right now. At the moment. These are some pretty intense storms. The time is it's about to hit 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon. What's going on is I went live because there was significant storms rolling into Chicago. And that was very serious stuff. It caused wind damage in Bolingbrook, Naperville, Aurora, Woodridge, likely in Downers Grove as well, and Romeoville. So pretty serious stuff right now going on. We still got some wind occurring here. I'm gonna look back at SRV again and see what we got. And we're seeing 40, 41 mile per hour winds there. So between 30 and 40 miles per hour is being detected on radar here. So the winds have definitely weakened, simmered down a little bit on this. Okay, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning that just got issued. That's for Joliet. That's for Joliet, Shorewood, Shanahan, Fairmont, Lockport. That's a new severe thunderstorm warning for still some pretty strong winds that are rolling on through now. Shorewood is getting the brunt of it. Joliet is about to get the brunt of it in the next few minutes. So Joliet, Lockport, Fairmont. Yeah, get ready for that. Joliet is about to get hit with some pretty nasty wind. So yeah, Joliet and Lockport is about to get some pretty nasty winds here. In fact, the severe thunderstorm warning is considerable. 70 mile per hour winds is the hazard with this storm. So what I was talking about is these storms will produce potential for 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts. And that's what's going on with this storm heading into Joliet and Lockport at the moment. So this is looking pretty nasty right now. And that's why I'm monitoring this storm very, very closely here at this time. So Joliet, Lockport, and Fairmont is going to get some pretty nasty winds here shortly. I mean, I'm going to put a track on this one as well. I might as well. Moving east at 20. This is moving east at 20, so what I'm gonna do 20 mile per hour east movement. Lockport 351, Goodings Grove 413, Orland Park at 425. This could also go towards parts of Chicago, and it will likely go towards parts of Chicago. So this could be serious as well. Let me check this track and see if anything is put up here. Shorewood, Lockport, Crest Hill, Fairmont, Joliet, Ingalls Park, Preston Heights, Newlanix, Mokina, and Orland Hills. That's what's in this track, supposedly. So this will go towards parts of Chicago if it maintains. Uh, if it maintains its structure and stays severe for a while longer, it will go into parts of Chicago here in the next few minutes. In 30 minutes, I think, is when it will move into parts of Chicago. This is the most significant part of this one. Just past Interstate 55 and is now moving into Lockport. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put name some streets here because this is important. I do that. South Hamilton Street, and then we got uh. Okay, bro, come on, I'm having trouble here. Broadway Street, and then we got oh, bro, Canal Street. These are some of the areas that I think will get hit with these winds the most here. So stand by with me here while I get this set up. Okay. Here pretty soon, this is going to impact Wallport in probably the next 5 to 10 minutes. So if you're in Wallport, get ready for this. These are going to be some really intense storms here here soon. My velocity just stopped loading, which I did not want, which is not cool. But yeah, I don't know why that happened. This is going to impact Interstate 355 as well. The most significant portion of these winds will as well there. So yeah, clearly I don't know what happened with velocity. It just stopped loading all of a sudden. Yeah, velocity just completely. Okay. Yeah, velocity just completely went out. Hey, I'm not sure, but it's possible the radar could have. It might be struggling right now or something. I don't think the radar gone out, but we'll see. Okay, I just got to wait this up down on WSP3. There's velocity again. Okay, it's loaded back up now. We're good. But yeah, clearly these are areas that will get hit by this, as well as possibly the Felmont area might get this too. So this could be something for them to watch. And then we got this and that. So that's just some of the streets I can name and avenues that I can put up on there that that could get hit by this. Completely unrelated, by the way, but we have a severe thunderstorm warning in New Mexico. Uh, this is for Eddy County until 3:15 Mountain Daylight Time there. Which you can see on the bottom of your screen, the graphics thing I have on there. It shows the severe thunderstorm warning currently in effect. So that's what's going on there. Here, I'm gonna have to refresh my thing because it's not. There we go. But yeah, we also have. I'll probably have to use Midland Radar to look at this real quick, and then I'll go. After I look at this, I'll go check out the Kansas one. So this is for 60-mile-per-hour winds and 1 inch hail heading towards Carlsbad, New Mexico. Now let's go check up on Kansas and see what we got going on here, because we have a severe thunderstorm warning that's currently up. That for Coffee County in east central Kansas until 4:15 for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. So this is warned for 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's what this is warned for right now. New Strawn, Burlington, and Burlington. That's what is under the severe thunderstorm warning until 4:15. We also got some other strong storms, not severe warned, but strong storms near Kansas City, Spring Hill, places like Spring Hill and Wellsville. Cleveland and Lewisburg as well are getting thunder, are getting a lot of thunder, a lot of rain, and possibly pea-sized hail. Which pea-sized hail is 0.25 inches. Okay, so that's that. We also have a little a downpour near Perry and Okaloosa in Kansas. We also have two special weather statements. These are not warnings. These are special weather statements. One including Louisville, Kansas, and another one including for Tuttle Creek Lake. For 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. This one for the same hazards, but these are not warned. As far as these go down here, these are significant thunderstorms that are rolling through near Kansas City, Dearborn, HC, DeKalb, Gower, Plattsburgh, and Turney. These are not warned, but definitely there's definitely a ton of lightning with this. Very heavy rainfall, possibly maybe like 2 to 3 inches an hour, possibly. And maybe some hail with this as well, but they're not severe warned. We have some little supercells, but the tornado there's no tornado threat today for Kansas City. So they're just cells that are just doing random things right now. So I'm not that worried about that right now at all, really. Wellsville, Edgerton, and Spring Hill is on is getting another storm, but that's also not severe warned. Let's go check back on areas near Chicago. 70-mile-per-hour wind still rolling through. Let's see, Joliet. Yeah, they're still getting some winds. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, okay. So the winds have weakened a little bit, but these are definitely still some strong storms rolling through. So definitely stay inside if you can. Uh, what just got issued in Florida? Oh wow, there's a severe thunderstorm warning in Florida right now. Holy crap, there's a lot of lightning in this. Okay, my WS3 had a lag. Had a little bit of lag. There we go, I got it loaded. Look at all that lightning, dude. Wow. That is a lot of lightning. But just in Run Storm 2, that is a ton of lightning. So, this includes Arcadia, Florida. Southeast Arcadia and Arcadia. This is for eastern DeSoto County and south central Florida. This severe thunderstorm warning. It's for and was issued for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So definitely one heck of a storm rolling for central in. This storm is definitely packing a punch as it moves through south central Florida at this time. Lots of lightning as well with this storm. Lots and lots and lots of lightning is rolling on through here. And the award just popped up on my graphics thing. So, once again, DeSoto County in Florida, severe thunderstorm warning until 4:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 5:15 Eastern Daylight Time. So, that's that. We got that warning in Florida. We have a lot of spotty showers of thunderstorms as well in Florida, but not much. Not, but most of them are not warned, except for this one that's heading into Arcadia that is severe warned at the moment. as far as this one goes near Joliet, Joliet has been getting some pretty nasty winds for the past 15 to 20 minutes. Probably 40, 50, maybe 40 to 50 miles per hour at least, because velocities on it really have kind of simmered down in the past couple frames. So, to like a little bit. So let's actually check SRV and make sure we're not seeing anything dramatic on radar here. Yeah, see, it velocities are only picking up on about 35 miles per hour, maybe even spots of 40. So definitely not as bad as what happened in Bolingbrook and Naperville, uh, like 40 minutes ago. So, but definitely still some strong storms for sure, and severe warned. So yeah, all right. Well, I'll be ending this stream here. Have a good rest of y'all's day. I'll see you guys soon, possibly tomorrow if things get serious enough. So, but I'll see y'all soon, and have a great rest of y'all's day. If you and if you get any of these severe thunderstorm warnings, stay inside because they can produce either significant wind gusts, large hail, or have very heavy rain, torrential rainfall. Torrential rainfall, very heavy rain. Torrential rainfall, possibility of significant wind gusts, and possibility of hail, of large hail. So stay safe, everyone.